Guys. Okay, I wanted to talk today about something that comes up all the time. I hear from people who are really unhappy in their work. Well, I want to switch careers, but I'd have to give up all my financial security in order to do that. So, first, yeah, that's a big fear, right? You have not only responsibilities, you have bills, maybe you have a family, but you also have a lifestyle that you're used to, things you enjoy doing, and you don't want to give all that up. However, what's happening is this fear, this thought that you're having, uh, ends up keeping you from exploring what's even possible in the first place, right? So you end up just stuck, shut down, and, living in the same job, the same day to day, complaining to your friends week over week about how much you hate it, and nothing ever changes. The kicker is you don't actually even know if a new job means having to lose financial security in the first place. First, I'm going to guess for a lot of you, do you even know what you want to be doing in the first place? How do you know that therefore you're going to be earning less money doing it? You don't even know what it is. Another one is, say you do end up making less money and that's a conscious decision you make when you change careers. Who's to say you can't make up that money elsewhere? Is your salary the 100% only source of income that you could possibly have? Another one is, who says that you need to even actually switch careers in the first place? For a lot of people, they actually find out they really like their industry. They just need to tweak a couple things in order to be happier doing it. Maybe it's a commute or a boss. And who says you can't actually make more money in your next career than you're making now? What's happening is this jump to conclusion around either my job is going to be miserable and I can make a good salary, or my passion equals actually having to be poor. So, where did that story come from in the first place? Is there no one that you know that actually enjoys their work and makes good money? Of course, you're not going to be happy if you're in a career that's not fulfilling you financially. It just doesn't make any sense. But what's happening is that fear is holding you back from making any sort of change. And, there's a reason for that, right? It can feel really scary to think about making a career transition, and it can be really overwhelming. But part of that is because you're jumping to this conclusion and this end game without actually even taking any time to explore what's possible in the first place, right? No one's telling you that you have to switch careers tomorrow. No one's actually telling you that you need to switch careers at all. But all of this time and energy and worry is spent in thinking about, oh God, what's going to happen when I actually do, versus what would even be exciting to kind of think about exploring in the first place. And that is all that is required of you at this stage. You're not committing to a new job. You're not committing to a new career. You're not signing on to cut your salary in half. You're just in a state of exploration. So, might I suggest taking that time and that energy that you're spending worrying about that end game and instead explore what awesome might look like? Okay? If you could create an amazing workday, what would it entail? What would your commute be like? Where would you be working? Who would you be around? What kind of activities might you be doing? Spend some time in the possibility. Because the thing is, change has to start somewhere, and it starts in believing that there's a better option out there for you in the first place. So I'd love to hear your comments and what you think about this. Please share below or tag someone who you know really needs to hear this message. So I'm going to come at you again tomorrow. We're going to talk about that financial goal. Do you really need to be making that same amount of money in the first place? Or what level financially is going to bring you the most fulfillment? I'll see you there. Bye.